Me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're looking so pretty in white.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I chose this
I think
background. I like it. Yeah, we have the same. Yeah, it's so
I think
beautiful.
the same background.
Yeah.
I like your background.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, Sakina, my name is Melinda Roy. I'm the host for the 2 days conference WYN Summit in Paris, France. So before you start your presentation, so we will play a beautiful introduction
Mhm.
video. So later you can start your presentation. Thank you, Sakina, and good luck.
Thank you.
Nathan Wallner is a business mentor, best-selling author, and developer of Soul Creation Registered Trademark and Focus Registered Trademark Constellation work with 15 years of professional experience. Visionary entrepreneurship is her passion. She is a passionate courage maker, and she loves to empower people and accompany them on their way into their power and self-determination. Her work as an expert in business mentoring and positioning coaching has taught her that crystal clear positioning and a success-oriented mindset are key in today's world. They are the foundation for sustainable success. She is assisting entrepreneurs in building up their businesses or optimizing their existing companies in the areas of positioning, authentic marketing, success mindset, and attracting their desired clients. She is always straightforward and at the same time unconventional. She was born with a crystal clear intuitive perception that she has prepared and refined all through her life. In the US, she was trained as a teacher of A Course in Miracles for many years. Her strength is to recognize the essence of a topic in a short time, formulate it clearly, and be able to transform the blocks. Her entry into the professional world was entrepreneurship right from the start. The love of development, as well as her belief in the goodness of life, have guided her. Over the previous years, she gives several thousand sessions and trained over 100 counselors, coaches, and constellation leaders. She developed a highly effective systemic constellation method named Focus Registered Trademark and a process to fulfill our soul purpose named Soul Creation Registered Trademark. Her attitude as a consultant is appreciative, focused, and undogmatic. She always allowed herself to walk her path, break rules, and develop her systems and tools. That is why she encourages her clients and students to find their very own way, explore new approaches, question and reject the old, and position themselves as pioneers and masterminds in their field. Recent publications: Soul Creation Registered Trademark Manifesting from the Soul Frequency German book, podcast.
Hi. So, hello everybody. Bonsoir de Vienne.
Oh, yes, Lisa, you can start your presentation.
Okay, yeah. So,
Lisa, you can start your presentation, Lisa
yeah,
Warner. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me? Yeah. So, yeah, hello again from Vienna. Bonsoir de Vienne. I hope you're all well. I see there are like 22 people live in the chat. So feel free to just drop a few hearts or let me know how you're doing. I actually really enjoyed a lot of the speakers I could listen to today and yesterday. And it's amazing to be here with all of you and share ideas and inspire and empower each other. And yeah, I'm honored that I can also be here and do my part and talk a bit about my books and my work and give you a few tips about soul creation and the power of source aligned manifestation. So first, I want to introduce myself. Thank you for the video. So my name is Lisa Wallner. I live in Vienna. I'm a coach, professional coach since 15 years. I've trained over 100 counselors in my own method. So I'm also a teacher and I have developed my own method and I have been giving many coaching sessions. I think it's been over 10,000 so far. And my purpose is to really help business owners, entrepreneurs, purpose-driven entrepreneurs to reach higher levels of success, but not only success it's more reaching and fulfilling the full potential of your soul's purpose and also true abundance. So tonight I want to talk about true abundance, what it means to be really abundant, and also to act and manifest from an abundant mindset, which is really important, and how we can use our mindset, our emotions, also our actions, and our frequency, our energy to reach the goals we want to reach in our lives. And in the intro, you heard that I also am trained as a teacher of A Course in Miracles. Maybe you are familiar with that. It's a spiritual path, and I always call it my spiritual home. So I'm also going to talk about miracles, synchronicities, magic, and miracles. And so I like to combine high strategic business mentoring with deep mindset work, but also spirituality, because I'm coming from a spiritual background. And I think that all of these three components are really important in order to manifest lasting success and true abundance. So I also have prepared a few slides. I hope I'm going to be able to share them. I will try. So here's a quick introduction. As in the intro you heard, I'm a multiple best-selling author. I have 2 books, and both are bestsellers. And today I want to talk about one of them, which is actually been translated into English. Yeah. So I'm a business mentor, mindset coach. I have developed soul creation, which is this process I'm going to be talking tonight, and also focus constellation work. So I've been giving 10,000 coaching sessions so far, and this might sound a little bit funny. I'm called the detective of the subconscious. It's my nickname because my clients have given it to me, because I have a gift that I can track down and untie the deep-seated knots in the subconscious in a very fast manner. So this is my nickname. The 10 dimensions of crisis, die 10 Dimensionen der Krise in German. This is my second book, which has been released a few weeks ago. It has not been translated into English, but this one, Soul Creation, The Power of Source-Aligned Manifestation, I am going to be talking tonight. And I also have a very, very short text from the book that I want to read to you. It is actually the text about miracles. As I said, I'm a teacher for A Course in Miracles, and in the book I describe how we can use the energy of miracles, how we can manifest miracles, and how we can use this energy to tune into the divine flow of energy and miracles that are going on all the time. And I want to read you a quick text from the book. It is called What is a Miracle? Yeah, and you see you have a QR code. So if you're interested in reading the book, you can scan the code and you are going to be led to the English version of my book. So what is a miracle? A miracle is a correction in perception. It is a change of mind from fear to love, from resentment to forgiveness. Miracles come suddenly out of nowhere and bring an unexpected happy turn. A miracle is always a gift, a grace. It is a providence, a synchronicity. Miracles do not need time, they even shorten time. A miracle is an intervention from outside of space and time. It transcends the laws of space and time. It is an extraordinary event, contrary to all experiences. Miracles occur as a natural expression of love. According to the Course in Miracles, miracles are something natural. When they fail to happen, something has gone wrong. They are at home on the other side of the veil. There is a whole universe of miracles there. It is another dimension of consciousness, where our soul is also at home. The closer we are to our soul, the more we live in harmony with that level of consciousness. We act and manifest from that level. When you are connected to your soul frequency, you experience miracles and magic as a matter of course and not an exception in life. So this is a short text. Thank you for the comment, Tessa. Yes, the miracles. Yeah. So Yeah, so it is really, maybe I want to talk a little bit about miracles and about using the intuition, because sometimes we get so lost in trying to analyze and trying to solve our problems, especially if we are business owners and especially if we are leaders. So all of you, I've listened to many speakers. I haven't been listening to all because of the time issue, but I'm going to listen to many. So what I felt is that this field, like there are so many powerful women, business owners, leaders, and we're all carrying a lot of responsibility. And I think that it is crucial and important that if you have a lot of responsibility, that you learn to let go, and that you learn to trust that there is a higher plan and a higher power and a higher consciousness, and that this consciousness, this divine consciousness, the universe, God, or however you want to call it, the field, the quantum field, is actually working through you in order to be a divine expression of this field. And this is actually what the soul purpose is. And in my book, what you can see here, I am helping people to unfold this potential with this process, soul creation. So it is a process for everybody that wants to find their soul's purpose, but also for those, like many of you, that have already found the purpose, but you want to reach the next level with it. You want to unleash its full potential. And in my own experience as a business owner, as a spiritual teacher, as a coach, I know that there is always more and more and more potential. So why is there more and more and more potential? Because it's a law. It's a law of the universe. There is always more and more and more light, more and more and more abundance, more and more and more energy. So this is what abundance is. And when you're connected to your soul's purpose, when you're connected to your soul, to the frequency of your soul, you will automatically manifest and act from this mindset and energy of abundance, and you will manifest sustainable success and true abundance, and also, which is really important, meaning. I think that meaning is one of the most important values. Finding meaning in times of crisis. We're all facing so many difficulties in this world, especially in the last few years. So I think finding meaning and also helping other people to find meaning is something really important. So, and here you can see the 5 levels of the soul purpose. This is part of the process I have created in Soul Creation, the power of source aligned manifestation. And I want to go with you through all these 5 levels and also give you a few questions. And if you want, you can answer me in the chat, so it's a little bit interactive. So first of all, the 5 levels are joy, gift, weakness, crisis, and service. And we are going to go into depth with all of these levels. Okay, so the first level, joy. Joy is one of the highest frequencies. So joy is the first level of the soul purpose, because when you are in joy, when you are, for example, enthused by an idea, you are in tune with the soul, with your essence, with your innermost being. So now you can ask yourself, what were things you already did for hours as a child, and what can you do for hours now without getting tired? If you want, write me in the chat. I see there are a lot of people here. So I would love to hear, what were the things you already did for hours as a child? I'll start. So for me, it's been, for example, writing. I'm a writer, and I used to write as a child. I used to write in school. I always dreamt about being a writer. This has been my dream forever, and I can just do it for hours and hours and hours. So what is it for you? Maybe you are a creative. Maybe you like to cook. Maybe you really like to do sports. Maybe you like to travel. So really ask yourself, what is something that you love to do and what doesn't feel like work? Okay, so this is the first level. the second level is the gift, the talent. Everybody has a unique gift. There is no person on this planet that doesn't have one particular gift or many. So what is your gift? Mine, for example, is being creative, writing or coaching, teaching. What do you always get compliments on? If it is hard for you to discern it by yourself, you can remember what were the things or what are the things you keep hearing from others, the compliments. Weakness. So, and this is a really important point and level. The third one. So why is it important to look at the weakness? Often we only focus on strength, on light, and we want to get rid of the darkness. And in order to become whole as a person, as a human being, in order to fulfill your full potential, it is necessary that you bring all of your parts to the table, because in those parts that feel vulnerable and weak is a lot of light. It's you. And all of you is light. And you can ask yourself, what is one apparent weakness or vulnerability, and how can you make it a strength? Which means, how can you change the perspective and make it a resource? Maybe you're someone that is very high sensitive, or you feel you're not grounded. So how can you use that and make it a strength? And this leads us to the fourth point, which is crisis. And that's why I wrote my second book about crisis. Crisis and challenges, they are also a catalyst for awakening, for personal growth, for our empathy. If you go through crisis, personal crisis, or if we're all facing global crisis as a collective, we are growing from that. So you can look back, often with time we look back and we feel that we've become a different person. So if you face crisis, or you have faced crisis and trauma in your life, use it as a catalyst for awakening and growth. Because, and this is the fifth level, you can use anything that happens to you in your own life for service. Especially as a coach or as a healer. Many of you are coaches and healers, as myself, and in my own experience, we can help others way better if we have faced certain crises in our own lives, because then we are almost forced to turn outwards through the pain. And when we look at service, I would really like you to have a look on the world and ask yourself, what does the world need right now most? And how can I fill that gap? How can my particular gift, my particular energy and personality fill that gap and make a difference and leave something behind, make a difference and make an impact? Okay, and this is actually what personal development is all about. So here you can see the 3 steps of personal development. This is what we are all about. We all want to have freedom, which is on the top, but we are coming from imprint. So what is imprint? Imprint are our paradigms, are our habits. This is also our, like the things that happened in our childhood. This is our past. This is also our ancestry. So I work a lot with constellation work. Maybe you know that it is, it's coming from family constellation, where you can really find through this process those deep-seated patterns and knots that not only come from your own history, but from the collective field of your family history, for example. And in order to be free, to become free, we need to change those imprints. And it is not really easy to do it on your own. So we really need to learn to ask for help. So how do we find freedom? And this is this is also really interesting. Maybe you know about Bob Proctor. He has been one of my mentors. I worked with him for a couple of years, and he would always talk about the terror barrier. So in order to become free, so here you see the freedom, everything you want, all your visions, your happiness, your love, the abundance, anything you want is here. And this is where we are. We are in bondage. And in order to be free, in order to reach our goals, to manifest our visions, we have to push through the fear. This is the terror barrier. And it often feels like panic. I know it from my own experience and from many, many clients that tell me that, especially if we want to grow and we set ourselves mighty goals, like big goals, big visions, which are way out of our comfort zone, the terror barrier, the panic is going to be there. So it is important that at this point, you're not bouncing back, but you make a firm decision, commitment to push through the fear and to be free. Okay? So, and these are also a way, or these 5 levels are a way that help you to become free, that help you to manifest. This is also one of the part of the process I'm describing in my book. And I want to also go with you through each of them. Yeah, the 5 levels of manifestation. So how do we manifest? What is manifestation? Manifestation means that our subconscious mind, our energy field, is the cause of what's happening around us, and that we are creators. We're creating our own experience. And often it is not easy to take that full responsibility because we think that things are just occurring. But if you take a close look and a really honest look, you will see that anything that's occurring in the outside has to do something with you and with one of these 5 levels. So the first level is the I am. And I am is also your self-image. So the way you see yourself or you talk to yourself. And the self-image is connected to the mindset, to the thoughts that create a vibration and action. The thoughts lead to the emotion, and many people are stuck with mindset work, but they don't really look at the emotions. They're not really changing their emotions. So it's very important to be honest with yourself and really be aware of how you're feeling, because the feelings are the language of the universe. And then the 4th level is the action. So why do many people not take action? It's only because of fear. Fear is really the one thing that we have to overcome. And if you learn to overcome it, push through the terror barrier, and if you learn to take many success-oriented actions in a short time, you will quickly manifest success. So it's really, you have to learn to act from the future and not from the past. And this will create you the experience you want to create. And experiences are created by your creative power, because we are creators. We are creators of our own reality. And the success, as you see here, is often, we only see the success and we do not see everything that's underneath. Yeah, this is like the paradigms, the hard work, the rejections. I always tell my clients that success is actually a consequence of failure, because you can only be successful if you have failed in the past. So I think the most important thing is to just keep going. Okay. Yeah, and this is another 5 levels. It's the levels of 5 levels of empowered leadership, and this is also one of my favorite ones. So I hope it's not too much information for you. I just wanted to give you a lot. And yeah, you can, I'm going to provide also my contact. So if you want to hear more, please contact me. But leadership. So I'm really, really into leadership right now. And I'm going to be hosting a free masterclass for leaders in about a month where you're all invited. I would be happy to have you. It's a free masterclass. So what is leadership? And I think this is maybe really important for tonight and for this group. Leadership has different levels. Mindset, of course. A strong leader has a strong mindset. You cannot be a strong leader if you're not able to lead yourself, if you're not able to control your thoughts, to lead your thoughts and to lead from conviction. Only if we are able to lead our own thoughts and feelings, we are able to be the leaders for others. So we always have to start with ourselves again. Then the second level of leadership is frequency. So frequency is energy. And in my mentorings, in my coachings that I provide, I really show people the science of changing your own energy. It is not pure magic. It is really a science behind it. We can learn to change our energy with our consciousness. And if you have these tools, you really have the key to success. The third level is the values. Values are so important, especially when it comes to marketing. I help business owners to find their crystal clear positioning and their marketing, which is aligned with your soul purpose and your soul. So only if you're aware of your values, you can communicate them, and you can see if you are leading from the values. And a really good marketing has a really strong foundation of clear values. And then the fourth level is creation. Of course, as a leader, you are a creator and you create with the creator, with the field. And creation has also to do with creativity, like how empowered are you in your creativity? How far are you able to stretch? How far are you willing to go? What are your biggest, boldest visions? Okay, and all of this is going to lead to the results. Like, we are all wanting to have results. No one is here that doesn't want to create results. We're all action takers, and to create results, you need to be strong in your mindset, in your frequency, in your values, and this will lead you, in your creation, this will lead you to results. So this is from Nelson Mandela. I find it really, really beautiful. He was one of these inspiring personalities. And he says that what really counts is really the difference we have made to the lives of others. And I think if we remember that, we really can overcome anything in our own life. We are not only focused on ourselves, we are focusing on others, we are helping, we are extending. And the beauty of this is that if you are extending your light, you are going to create abundance for yourself as well. So it is not that you're forgetting about yourself, you're creating abundance if you're focusing on giving. And this is now the last 5 levels. It is the 5 levels of true abundance. And about this, I'm going to be holding the masterclass, the free masterclass in April. So the 5 levels of true abundance, I find it really beautiful because often we are looking only on finances. We want to create wealth and financial freedom. But especially as business owners, sometimes we forget our time abundance. We forget that we need time and that we want to use the time consciously. So I think time is also crucial when it comes to abundance. And then the relationships, like how deep and authentic can you go in your relationships? How nourishing are they? If they're not nourishing, you might have a lot of money and time, but you're not feeling abundant. So look at all of these 5 levels, and then you have the level of the mind. Mind, it is intellect. It is also creativity. It is like anything that has to do with the mind, writing a book, for example, being connected to the field. This is abundance of mind. And then, of course, the spirituality, which has to do with your spiritual awakening, with your connection to God, to the divine. And if you're not feeling connected, you might not feel abundant at all, even if you have all these other things. So these are the 5 levels of true abundance. And as I said, I'm going to be talking about these 5 levels in a few weeks. It's a free masterclass for leaders. If you feel like you want to join, you can scan this QR code, and it is going to lead you to the group where the masterclass is going to be held. And I would love to see you there if you resonate with me and with my content. It's a 5-day workshop, and please join, come. You can also find me on www.lisawallner.com, or here with this QR code, you can come to my community, and I would be happy to meet you there. And this is my book. And I see I'm actually on time. We are finishing.
I'm so grateful. I'm very grateful you took the time of your
Thank
busy
you. Yeah, thank you so
schedule.
much. I just finished.
Yes,
Thanks for
Lisa, can you
everybody
hear
that was
me?
here. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.